Hello, pocket knife community, knife lovers, knife enthusiasts, interested viewers. Folder here. I just acquired the Giant Mouse Ace, and how do you pronounce it? Atelier. That's how you spell it, but it's pronounced Atelier. Okay, and to me, it looks like a mini Grand, but I mean, who am I to say what it looks like? The Atelier. Um, According to Oxford Languages, the word atelier, spelled Atelier, is a workshop or a studio. Okay. Um, so the knife was named after a workshop or a studio. Actually, especially one used by an artist or a designer. Specifically, that type of workshop or studio. Now listen, why Giant Mouse chose to call this knife the Giant Mouse Ace Atelier instead of the Giant Mouse Grand Mini, the Giant Mouse Mini Grand, the Giant Mouse Grand 2. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I think it's a little weird, but I have no idea. From what I have seen, everybody's calling it the Mini Grand or the Grand Mini, right? Giant Mouse. But make no mistake about it, the word grand is not in the name of this knife. This is it right here. All right. It's the Ace Atelier. All right. So enough of about the name. Outside of that, this thing is absolutely outstanding. Giant Mouse does it again. Giant Mouse, excellent, excellent, excellent company. And yeah, this is going to be an excellent knife because it's basically the Grand in a smaller package. It's the exact same knife. So if you like the Giant Mouse Ace Grand, then you're gonna like the Mini Grand. Oh, sorry, Atelier. So, all right. So it's a 2.9-inch blade. The overall length is 6.8 inches. The micarta version, which I do not have, from what I understand, just looking at the specs, weighs 3.3 ounces. This is the titanium version with the brass backspacer, and it weighs 4.2 ounces. So it's almost an ounce heavier than the micarta. That's what you get. You got titanium with a brass backspacer. So you're going to add some weight. But it does have a premium feel. It feels extremely premium. It's got the same annoying T6 hardware that I think anybody in their right mind would complain about. But so does the Grand. So, you know, it's basically the same thing. The only thing I would say that they did differently, or are just a few notes to point out about this knife that I thought was interesting that you might not know about it until hand, even though I've seen reviews of it and they spoke about it being thinner. You know, Spyderco had something going when they made this PM2 and then the PM3. The PM3 is a reduced PM2, literally shortened, and that's it. It's the same exact knife dimensionally. It's just the same thickness and everything. It's just shorter. And, you know, if you have bigger, thicker hands and you like a thicker knife totally, then that really, really works. You know, Giant Mouse didn't just shrink this thing down. They also made it narrower. So, you know, if you're looking for a smaller package for this, then they're gonna make sure you get it because that's what it is. It's also not only is it shorter, it's narrower. Um, and the only other thing that I would like to point out is that I found it very interesting, and I don't know why they did it. I guess it's for weight saving. I know you wouldn't need it, but the liner, the liner lock, the lock bar, the titanium version has one liner. So, okay. So this is a micarta version of the Grand, and there's a liner on this side and a liner on the show side and on the clip side. There's liners inside. Inside the titanium version, there's only one liner out here. So the clip side is hollowed out with a liner, but the show side does not have a liner. There's no liner in there. So if you got scales for this, you wouldn't be able to swap them out. Like this, literally, the titanium version comes with one-sided, liner. I thought that that's interesting. I mean, listen, do you need two sides? Of course not. You got titanium over here, so that's probably why they did it. They probably tried to save weight, but I just thought it was interesting because, I mean, I'm a big Spyderco nut, and you can change scales, swap scales, and stuff like that. You can't swap these. You're not going to be swapping any scales unless you find another liner to go on the other side. Oh, I have titanium. I want to turn it into micarta. No. Johnny Mouse said no. So, yeah. I was going to actually do in this video comparing this to the Biblio, but I think I'm going to make a separate video for that because I really, I've already done it in my mind. I've compared the two. I know exactly how I'm going to come across it. Really interesting video coming up in the future for that, comparing this to the Biblio, especially since they're the same size. So they already fit that niche. But yeah, so that's it. The Giant Mouse Ace Atelier in you know what? I'm not doing this. This is the Giant Mouse Mini Grand. Grand Mini. Wait, Grand Mini? Yeah, let's do Grand. Giant Mouse Ace Grand Mini. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. I like that name way better. All right, that's all I got.